people to be jumping up early this morning at 6:30 in the morning, just dying to see Bullhorn Betty after Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure everybody feels quite like me this morning, very slow. But I have a little rogue rat that's got to go potty and stuff like that. So that's what we were doing. I gotta tell you, are you guys paying attention to Ryan Upchurch? I haven't talked about him in a while. I haven't seen. I'm a Mimi girl. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. But Ryan Upchurch posted something. I didn't even hear it. But he definitely posted it. And it's kind of a little eye-opening. I think this is the first time we heard. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning, couldn't get back to sleep. My back was bothering me last night. I don't know. Like I told you, I ate so much, my back was hurting. And I was uncomfortable last night. My back, my shoulders, everything. But I am a Doppler radar, okay? Ever since I had the neck surgery, I'm a Doppler radar. And many people don't realize Florida, the panhandle of Florida is probably going to be under snow by Sunday. We've got, it's warm this morning, but I don't expect it to stay that way. We have a polar, what is it? It's polar something. Some polar climate thing is supposed to be moving in to Florida. And it's a true story. Okay, I don't know what kind of polar event, but it's some type. I was reading about it, and it looks like by Sunday we're going to be below freezing temperatures further north of Florida. So that means it's going to be below 32 degrees. I checked the radar for this area, and it looks like we're going to be in the 40s. So while we're not going to get meme girl, meme girl. Oh, okay, meme. I'm saying it wrong. I tried to explain to people. My hooked on phonics is broken. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. I understand I have glaring imperfections. That's just one of them. Polar vortex is what Linda is saying. Aw, thank you, mean girl. Should I call you mean girl? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Too soon? Too soon. Okay, it's too early for jokes this morning. I get it. So I wanted you guys to watch this because one of my mods sent it to me, and I did miss it. And she asked me, she's like, did you miss this? I did. I did. I'm going to have to play it again because we don't have a whole lot of people in chat right now. And this is something that I want everybody to see and hear. No, that's why I did. Because it sounds like Mean Girl. Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Hello, everyone. I'm Assistant Chief Sean Taylor with the Millersville Police Department in Middle Tennessee. Many of you may have seen my video last week regarding the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation raiding our police department and my personal residence.
There you go.
They came and they seized evidence regarding corruption that we had locally that tied into corruption nationally, and they took all of our files so that we are unable to complete these cases. The cases that we've been working on affect every American. They affect us in the mortgages, fraudulent mortgages, human trafficking, narcotics trafficking, and many other crimes. We have crisscrossed the United States talking to state attorney generals, senators, congresspeople, and numerous law enforcement officials throughout the United States. We've identified a major corruption that's transnational. It involves the BRICS nations and China and investment companies and fraudulent mortgages on homes here in the United States in very key counties and key states. It goes into the election integrity and fraud, and it's creating a geopolitical shift within our political system. This is a multifaceted attack from a foreign adversary who is paying off our local municipal, county, state, and federal politicians to keep from coming to light. We are moving forward with this case in other states and other arenas, even though they have taken our files and our information. This is very important to us. When I say us, I mean we the people. It's time that we the people come together. It's time that we stop allowing ourselves to be segregated by our own government. No matter what race you are, what creed, or what religion you are Americans. We need to stand together as Americans and demand accountability of our elected officials. It's time for this corruption to stop and for us to have our country back so that we know we leave it in good hands to our children, our grandchildren, because if we don't stand up and do this, we will no longer have a country to hand over to them. I'd like to send a special thanks out to Mark Fincham. He wrote a very good article that all of you can go and read at yournews.com regarding the information that I'm talking about tonight. One of the things that happened that really upsets me that the TBI did at my residence was they urinated in my bathtub and tracked urine throughout my home. To me, that was the government saying, piss on you, America. And that's not okay. It's time to stand up, unify, come together peacefully, and demand accountability. Thank you very much.
Wow. I heard that this morning, and there's a lot that can be said about that. We're going to go into other topics here in just a second, but this is the one that concerns me. This is a law enforcement officer that was doing his job, and his entire police department and home was raided by TBI. Now, I'm sorry, but I've had my own issues with TBI, not personally, but just watching their behaviors, watching their police work. Their police work in a lot of areas, in a lot of respects, is good. In a lot of respects, it's not. And when I hear this, it resonates with me because we know something is going on, and we can't put our finger on it. Now, this is much, much larger and much more widespread than the issues we're having in Sumner County with, the Sebastian Rogers case. I do believe that there is something going on in this country. I've talked about it. I told you I think it's money laundering. They're taking our taxpayer money, sending it all to all these countries, the countries that want to see us deceased. Okay, would love to see nothing more than the United States crumble to its knees, and we're handing them billions of dollars. And our politicians are literally making $100,000, maybe $120,000 a year, yet they have millions and millions and millions of dollars in their bank accounts. They have all of these properties across the United States, huge mansions, several of them. And nobody can quite figure out how these politicians, career politicians making at cap $120,000 a year, can have all of this money and property. It doesn't make sense. Something is going on. We're watching our border wide open with cartels running across it. When did America stoop so low to allow another country to poison the American people? And we know the sound, what was it? The sound of, I can't remember the name of it, a big production that came out. You guys know what I'm talking about. They were giving tickets away, and we were learning about the children and the HT and ST that were going on with children all over this country. And somehow, the United States wasn't really a part of it. It happened in every other country but here. Yet we have thousands of children missing and have no clue where they are. We've heard about our foster care system. We've had workers, social workers in foster care systems arrested for HT and ST of their children that they're assigned to. Yes, it's happened in this country multiple times, as a matter of fact. Sound of freedom. Thank you. Thank you, Crazy to Five. So we know that this stuff exists, and we have a law enforcement body that's saying, wait a minute, we've been hearing about our farmlands being purchased by the Chinese, and we're all scratching our heads saying, what's going on here? And these are just things that we're hearing here and there, and that just go into go by the wayside, because we're like, well, our government will figure it out, right? Our government will put an end to it. Well, what if the government is complicit in all of it? Something to think about. I don't